Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
This is officially day one of our Appalachian Trail.
I look like I have braid ears. Okay.
We are calling yesterday day 0 because we did not actually get onto the trail.
Onto Springer.
We're still on the approach trail. So we're going to see Springer today and officially start our Appalachian Trail through hike today.
I mean, the journey has already started for us.
Yeah. But the official hiking on the trail will be today. It was freezing cold last night. Literally freezing.
Below freezing. Literally below freezing.
Don't know how cold it was because we don't have a very good accurate
No, I've got a teeny little thermometer on my pack, and before the sun was down it said like 37-ish.
I think it got down to probably around 25 or 26 last night.
But that does not include what it felt like.
Yeah, that doesn't include wind chill.
It
was cold.
This is crazy.
What?
The wind, you can't hear it.
Oh, I know.
It was
so howling loud. All night last night.
So loud.
But where we pitched our tent is kind of in a protected spot, so we didn't get straight line winds or anything like that. But it was very cold, and Carlie has had a hard time getting warm.
Yeah.
And even right now, like, my hands are just frozen. But we are trying to take care of some business on our phones.
Yeah.
Get some documents signed because we are still in the process of selling our house from the trail. So every chance we get where we have signal, we're trying to
get that taken care of.
Take care of those types of things.
Yeah.
The stress has gone down a bunch.
Yeah.
Pretty significant decrease in our stress amount being on trail, and knowing that, all we have to do is put one foot in front of the other, but at the same time, we still have to take care of business.
Yeah.
So we are getting ready to pack up our tent, and if we feel like it, we'll make some coffee before we head out. Yeah. But we're going to try to get on trail and get warmed up because we're both cold. And
the thought of taking my sleep clothes off right now and then putting on my hiking clothes does not sound fun, but I'm going to do it.
Yep. So
also having some really, really horrible acid reflux, which is not something I tend to struggle with, except for randomly if I get hungry. Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, I'll let you
let your hand rest. And it is really, really, really bad. It is painful, not just in your throat. So if anybody has any suggestions, I would love to hear them. I don't have Tums with me. I should have got some, but I didn't. Brady's looked up a couple food items.
Yeah, trail mix. They recommend trail mix, oatmeal, anything high in fiber, leafy green foods, which you can't get on trail.
No. Mm-mm.
So, we may be stopping at a drugstore or something to get her some,
something
over-the-counter acid reflux
for a
daily.
while. Yeah.
Something like Prilosec OTC or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to figure that out too.
It's really bad. There was a lot of... It was really bad because of the stress before leaving. But during the night, it's been awful. So, if you have any tips, let me know. Because I want this to go away. And
Alright, we're going to put our gloves back on. It's cold.
Yeah.
We're going to pack up the tent. And we'll catch up with you later on down the trail. Yep. Good morning, everybody. We're back out on the trail, leaving Black Gap Shelter and heading towards Springer right now. It's just after 10 a.m. We're getting a late start. I mean, we woke up at 6:30, but we had no desire to get out of bed because it was so cold. Right now we're headed up Springer Mountain. And Carlie's hips are sore from yesterday, and my back's hurting. It's not great. It's the same spot that always hurts in my lower left back. And I've never been able to get it to be right. And just hoping it gets better. It's a beautiful, clear day today. Plenty of sunshine, very little rain, and almost no wind, which is great because last night the wind was blowing so much through the trees and stuff, it sounded like airplanes were flying over the whole time. That's how loud it was. But we're just moving along, trying not to trip over rocks, and enjoying this beautiful day. Appalachian Trail, Georgia to Maine, a footpath for those who seek fellowship with the wilderness. AT 1934. It's our first white blaze, guys.
It's the first stream crossing. Seen Springer, which you've already seen as well. We're hiking along. Haven't done much filming today, but also haven't done much mileage. Trekking along this part of the trails. My God, trail is basically flat. Really easy. Oh yeah. Does anybody know what these are? Those droopy leaves. The trees like that, they're so pretty. I really like them. Well, we're trudging along and hopefully gonna make up some time on this flatter section and then take it super slow when we get slippery, and then take it super slow when we get to those climbs that we've got later today. So yeah, doing good. It is beautiful out today. Just saying. It's fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna put this away so I can steady myself. Looking forward to building up my legs a bit more, feeling more confident on my feet. And yeah, not depending on the help of trekking poles as much.
Well, that was some deep mud. And we are still like 3 miles out from the shelter, and it's a 800-900 foot climb of elevation to over the next 3 miles. So it's going to be slow, and that means not getting in until dark, which I'm not really excited about. Don't want to set up the tent in the dark, don't want to cook in the dark, just don't want to do any of those chores. So there's a tent site before we get to the shelter, which we might be staying at, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's a beautiful waterfall down here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Hopefully you can see that. We just keep putting one foot in front of the other. It's got a nice wide path, beautiful, beautiful scenery, and we have been absolutely blessed with a wonderful, wonderful day of weather. Perfect hiking weather. Not a cloud in the sky. Mid-50s. Just beautiful out here. And really enjoying it. Carlie's getting a little pain in her feet. The arches, I've got a little bit in the arch of my foot. And kind of feeling a spot on my toe, big toe, that might be a blister forming. My back's doing a little better, but my shoulders are killing me because I think I adjusted my pack so that my shoulders carried more of the weight today. And going from there. So we got a nice big climb ahead of us.
So just want to point out, when you're looking here, so there's Brady up in the distance, and then you see this mountain. It's a good bet that you're about to climb that mountain. So you're enjoying this nice flat section, and then you just look in the distance and you're like, oh man, I'm about to go straight up that, because the AT didn't know what switchbacks were when it was created. So you just look ahead and you're like, okay, get prepared for that madness. But it is super peaceful out right now. Just hearing the birds occasionally. I've heard a few woodpeckers, and your pack creaking along behind you. Ooh, some soggy mud squishing. Yeah, it's really peaceful, and not the crazy wind like yesterday, so you don't hear that. And yeah, one of my favorite things, mossy logs. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
We are headed to Hawk Mountain Shelter, and we're trying to make it before dark. And I think we're probably going to do it, but we might be eating in the dark. But we're not really sure. But you can kind of see a really pretty sunset off to my left here. Alright, good morning. It is day 2 on the Appalachian Trail, where we slept at Hawk Mountain Shelter last night.
Yeah, it was
another chilly night. Carlie could not get cold. We could not get warm. There we go. She could not get warm.
No.
I was okay for most of the night, but I did drink a ton of water before going to bed, and I ended up having to get up in the night 3 different times to go pee. Had a decent night sleep. Today's
better than last night's.
Better than last night's?
Yeah.
Mine was worse because I had to get up and pee so much. But we're feeling pretty good. Headed to Gooch Mountain Shelter tonight. It's a shorter day. I think it's 7.7 miles. But lots of ups and downs. Had a really good dinner last night. Carlie had beans again with some salsa packets and some red pepper flakes to give it some spice.
Yeah.
I had
they were okay.
Yeah, I had a really good dinner. It was I think it was a Mountain House. Lasagna with meat sauce, and I had a pinch of red pepper flakes to give it some spice. Delicious, very good. Really needed after that long day. Just a nice pick-me-up, get some calories. Lots of water. The girl we were hiking with yesterday gave us both a packet of hot chocolate with peppermint and marshmallows, and that was a nice pick-me-up as well.
It was like, I'm not usually a huge fan of hot chocolate, and I'm not a big fan of peppermint. but that was like the most wonderful drink ever. It was so good.
So,
I'm still really acidy.
yeah, she's
It's
still
so
acidy. I think part of it is going to bed right after eating, but we're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah.
Get some Tums, get something.
Yeah. Something I can. Do
So
with that.
we're getting ready to pack up the tent, and
Yesterday it was really rough for me. It was hard. 9.1 miles.
9.6 miles.
9.6 miles. It's hard.
Yeah.
We made it in just before
dark.
Just before dark, yeah.
I went and got water in the dark while Carlie set the tent up in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got back, I worked on setting up the
Sleep system.
I made the bed
Yeah.
while Carlie made dinner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And did everything by headlamp because it was dark. But
Yeah.
I mean, this place is packed. There's probably, I'm not
There's a
kidding
lot
you,
of
there's
tents.
like 30 tents out here.
There's a ton of people.
There's a ton of people.
Yeah.
So
You just like look around the corner and you're like, oh, and there's another 10 tents.
yeah,
That's crazy.
it's busy out here. But I think everybody's slow to move
Today.
today because yesterday when we got up at like 8:30, 9 o'clock,
No, there's
like,
nobody.
there was nobody
Who's dead?
at the shelter.
Yeah.
I just went outside to go pee again, and there's
More people here.
Everybody's still here.
Yeah.
Like nobody's left.
Alright, I'm hiking a little bit ahead of Brady. As you see him behind me now. I just saw these little new growth trees coming in. And hey, white blaze. And I just thought, oh, it's just beautiful. So peaceful out. I am next to a road, so I've seen a couple bikers and a motorcyclist go by. But these little trees, little baby trees coming in. It makes me so happy. Look at them all. Little, I don't know, pines maybe? They look so fluffy. That one right there looks kind of like a Charlie Brown tree, if you can see it. You know? Yeah, they make me happy. Good morning. I don't know what time it is. We've set out. Gonna look down probably more than I look at you, sorry. Just to keep trekking and not fall. I massaged my feet really well last night because they were super sore by the time we got to camp, and that I think made a huge difference. Today they don't feel I'm not immediately feeling the pain in them, which is nice, and was not the case yesterday. I started walking and pretty quickly felt the pain, so I think that made a big difference. Not used my urology ball yet. It's hard to do anything when you're so cold. You just want to put on all of the clothing you have with you, and you want to get in your sleeping bag, and you want your husband to get in your sleeping bag so you can have his warmth, and you don't want to do anything. And so I've been having a hard time doing the goals we've set to do to take better care of our bodies and such, because I've just been so cold. But last night I did massage my feet and massage my calves. My thighs and quads, my thighs, yeah, not so much. Didn't do as well with that. Don't know my knees are a little sore, but it's like directly center knee. So it's your kneecap, but you can't get to the tendons underneath your kneecap. So I'm not really sure how you're supposed to do that.
Guardian Leviosa. It's working.
Alright, Brady's crossing.
on my shoulder and let my heart keep your time. And in the future,
I just crossed on that,
you'll be old enough
where there's some rocks that your feet
draw
will get
more
wet.
apparent lines.
You got it,
Tell me
dear.
what you want, tell me what you need. Can I satisfy the hunger in your chest? Listen to the backbeat of the kick drum. Doesn't it tell your story best? On, this is just the same song. I am such a head case, you are just a broken starlet. In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project. On, this is just the same song. I am such a head case, you are just a broken starlet. In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project.
All right, we are taking a break on this rock here. And I always look away from the camera. I don't know why I do that, but I do. We haven't gone very far, but it's been a lot of uphill, downhill, that kind of thing. So we're already wanting a break, wanting snacks, that kind of thing. And Carlie's running out of her freeze-dried mango. And I'm getting about halfway through my trail mix, and I still have all of today, tomorrow, and the next day to go.
My trail mix well.
So,
You definitely didn't pack enough food.
no, when we get into Neil's Gap that day, which will be day 5 for us, I'm not going to have a lot of food to eat, which means I'm going to eat really well that night. Just eat a ton of food. But it's a really pretty view. Nice place to take a break.
It is.
And eat some food. I'll give you a shot of the cube.
In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project.
We got word that there was some trail magic at Cooper's Gap. Maybe some guy cooking hot dogs for hikers and stuff. Not really sure. But it is 1:30, so he may be finished and gone for the day by the time we get there, but we're gonna try to get there as fast as possible. But right now what stands between us and Cooper's Gap is the rest of Justice Mountain, and it is a doozy of a climb. And Carlie's struggling with her acid reflux issue going on, and having to take a lot of breaks, which is okay. If we don't get to Cooper's Gap and get any of that trail magic, then we'll just stop there and get our cook stove out and make some lunch or something. Carlie might cry because I think we're about to experience our first trail magic at Cooper's Gap. Not quite sure, we don't want to get our hopes up, but they've got ice chests set up and all the... We only assumed that because we've heard from other hikers on the trail today that there was trail magic set up here at Cooper's Gap until supplies ran out. And they're still here, it looks like, but we won't know till we actually get up there. It could be just day hikers having a nice picnic here. So anyway.
Hello.
I would love a hot dog.
It is so good to see you.
The legendary trail magic I heard about.
Yeah, we've been hearing rumors. It's been floating back to us.
Oh.
I got one ready and then one for...
Well, I'm
Well-
a vegetarian, so I'll just take a bun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do have another girl behind us who would be very excited to have
Yes.
have something.
There's some soda here.
Oh,
My gosh, you
some
guys.
drinks would be amazing.
We have a garbage
We're gonna enjoy this, and we will see you all later. That was a wonderful blessing.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Thank you, Reggie and Anne-Marie from Atlanta. You guys are trail angels, and We were very blessed by you guys.
Yep.
I think Carlie had a couple of cheese sandwiches.
Yep.
Some hamburger buns with some cheese and...
Yep.
Did you put mustard or relish on them or anything? Mustard. And I had a hot dog. Carlie had some Doritos and
Yep.
I had some barbecue chips. It was delicious. Thank you guys.
We had soda.
Yeah, and some soda. Was looking forward to a soda. We just rolled into Gooch Mountain Shelter about 5:30 p.m. and started to take off our packs when a ridge runner showed up and said that there's a party going on down at Gooch Gap, which is 1.1 miles ahead of us. They said there's a whole bunch of previous year AT through hikers who have put together a caravan and caravanning up and down the AT, and they have brought a bunch of food and beverages, places to camp, and they're throwing a party for through hikers at Gooch Gap. So instead of camping at Gooch Mountain Shelter, we decided that we're going to press on for another mile to Gooch Gap, meet some old AT through hikers. They're the guys who make the AT hiker through hiker yearbook. So we will we're headed to Gooch Gap now. Gonna get some food
And for sure have somewhere to put our tent.
and yeah, so Gooch Mountain Shelter is like packed. So
That's kind of the big reason is
that is part of the reason is we've got a fairly good sized tent. It's a 3-person tent because there's 2 of us. There's just not a lot of space at Gooch Mountain Shelter, and the hiker bubble started fairly early this year, so it's very popular. That shelter had easily 30 or 40 people at it already, and so we're gonna press on because there's a place to tent camp at Gooch Gap. We will have to bear hang our food, which will be our first time to do that, which means we probably should get there before dark to figure out how to do that. But we took a 20-minute break at the shelter for both of us to go to the privy because it's the last one for a while. One of our goals when we set out on our trek was to not ever turn down the opportunity to experience something new, to be part of the community, and to meet as many people as we can. So we're going to take this opportunity that doesn't happen every time and enjoy it as much as we can. I'm running out of breath going up this hill. They said it was mostly downhill. I think they lied to me. We are here. There's a caravan of people. Woo! Cheers all. Oh, I see some Dr. Pepper. Good morning. It's day 3 of the Appalachian Trail. We stayed up quite a bit later last night because of the trail magic. We were up till 10, yeah, hanging out by the fire. Met some really awesome people. Odie from the Hiker Yearbook, DC, who's from Colorado, one of the guys from Angel's Rest, Hiker Hostel.
Jimmy. Is that Jimmy? It was Jimmy.
I'm not sure. And then one of the guys from Boots Off Hiker Hostel.
Maybe that was Jimmy.
Just a bunch of really cool people. And all the other hikers who have hiked in. There's an older gentleman named Pappy, who is the oldest Triple Crowner to date. He is through hiking the Appalachian Trail again this year.
Yeah.
And I think they said he's 89 years old.
Yep, yes. I'm pretty sure, so when they hollered and asked, what's your age? Because I was saying he's 89 and they were asking him. And then I'm pretty sure he said he will turn 90
On the
this year
trail?
while on trail.
Wow. Yeah.
I could be wrong,
Hey, how much does your
but
hammock weigh?
that's what it sounded like.
Wow.
I know. And he's kicking all of our butts.
Yeah, he's
Kicking our butts.
he's moving faster than we are.
Oh yeah.
He completed his Triple Crown, which is a through hike of all three major trails: the Appalachian Trail, the Continental Divide Trail, and Pacific Crest Trail. He completed it in at age 72, and has then through hiked the AT a few more times since then. And he's
he did it in 2018, but he ended up 400 miles short.
so
So he's back out here starting from the beginning.
starting from the beginning
to do
at
it.
89.
Yeah.
He's got a gentleman with him who's hiking with him, and
If he finishes it this year, he will be the oldest AT hiker. He will beat the record.
he'll beat the record.
Yeah.
Okay.
The-
Just a really cool dude.
yeah.
Um,
He's adorable.
yeah.
He's adorable.
Everybody
Yeah,
wants
he's
to love on him and
oh,
stuff.
yeah,
Really
he's
cool guy.
Yeah, he's everybody's favorite hiker for sure.
He's like, I'm not anything special. I'm just old.
People just like me because I'm old.
He cracks me up.
Yeah, it's funny.
But we're down here in what is this? Gooch Gap.
Yeah, Gooch Gap.
And we're headed to Lance Creek Restoration today. It's a short 7-mile day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where everybody's about to dump into.
Yeah,
because
everybody's
it's
headed
the
there. It's the last place to camp before Blood Mountain.
without a bear box.
If you don't have a bear canister, you cannot camp on Blood Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So most people don't carry a bear canister, so most people can't camp on Blood Mountain. So everybody dumps into Lance Creek unless you're like super in shape, and then you can push on through to
Oh, boy.
Neal's Gap. But we'll be in Lance Creek tonight. It's supposed to start raining, which means we're going to hike Blood Mountain tomorrow in the rain. The hiker magic, trail magic last night was amazing. I mean, hot dogs, brats, hamburgers, chips,
They made
Dr.
me...
Pepper.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Even the Dr. Pepper tasted good to me, and I don't typically go for Dr. Pepper.
I love
but
Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I love
It's
it.
yummy. And they very kindly made me 2 grilled cheeses
Yeah,
on
Carlie
hamburger
had some
buns.
grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, but they had like jalapeno cheddar.
Jalapeno cheddar brats.
Yeah,
those were
brats.
good. I think I had 2 of those.
I think they also had another flavor, like an onion brat or something. They had then another flavor, and then regular ones. And it was just,
It was all good.
it was awesome. It was really awesome.
We all stayed up listening to their stories and
Yeah, just
and telling tales, and
we were the last 2.
we were the last 2 awake. But
Yeah.
that was our goal when we came out here, was to soak up every bit of it as we can.
Yeah.
We're not in a rush.
Nope.
Got nowhere to be. And
Yep.
just take our time, enjoy it, meet everybody we can, and
Yeah.
we're going to keep working on that.
We're definitely wind chapped
Yeah, from the wind.
from the
yeah.
wind. Yeah.
Put some chapstick on this morning.
Yeah.
I'm getting a blister on my toes, on my big toes.
Yep. So we're leucotaping that to
Yep.
nip that before it's painful.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Backs are
just-
sore.
Yeah,
muscle.
just general soreness. I think my left knee and left hip are probably
worst.
the worst. Yeah,
And our acid's still pretty bad.
my acid is still pretty bad. Last night was definitely an improvement. There was one point in the night when I had to talk myself out of throwing up because it was really, really bad. But the majority, it is better. So.
All right, we made it to Woody Gap just now, and met up with Tribute and Underdog and a few other guys. They're doing some trail magic out here. Nice to meet you, Underdog, right?
Underdog, yes sir. Right on, guys. Welcome to the Underdog Bouncer Cafe, baby.
Bouncer's back here, and so we're gonna grab some food real quick and enjoy the trail magic. And I think Tribute's gonna drive us down to the Above the Clouds Hiker Hostel. We're gonna stay there tonight, get some rest, let Carlie ice her knee because it's hurting her pretty bad. Gonna have to figure something out about that. But do a Nero today, only 3.5 miles, and probably Nero tomorrow, coming out of Woody Gap to Lance Creek, if Carlie's feeling up for it. Just take our time, go slow, get some rest and healing on her knee. So I'm gonna go grab some food, chili dogs, Mountain Dew, chips, cookies. Can't beat it. Hey everybody, we are at the Above the Clouds Hiker Hostel. Just got done with the shower, so my hair is awesome, nice and pretty, you know. Carlie has already showered and getting some ice on her knee at this point. And this is a brand new hostel out here. Opened on March 1st. Lovely place, owned by a guy named Lucky. And he's done a very nice job putting this all together. He's going to cook us some dinner tonight and breakfast tomorrow. I was going to give you a little tour here. I heard... Lucky, you did all these paintings?
I did.
Lucky, do you mind being on camera?
No.
Okay. Hey, this is Lucky over here. He is the owner of Above the Clouds Hiker Hostel. And what town are you in?
We're in Suches, Georgia.
Suches, Georgia. What mile marker would you say you're off of?
We can pick up at Gooch, which is miles 16.9, and Woody, which is 20.5.
Okay.
And we can really run all the way to Springer to Hog Pen Gap.
Okay. He picked us up today. Well, actually, Tribute dropped us off. Tribute picked us up at Woody Gap after a little bit of trail magic, brought us down here. We've showered, and we're waiting on some dinner. You said dinner at 7:30?
That's correct.
Okay. And he's gonna have breakfast for us tomorrow as well. So we're gonna give you a little tour of the place around here. So we've got a kind of a guest room in here where we've got Carlie hanging out with Honeydew, Nancy. Let's see, Honeydew on the right, Wheezy, Ben, Nancy, Drew, and you all know Carlie here. And we've got kitchen table in here, kitchen this direction, and then back in here is coming through. We've got our beautiful AT sign. This is all brand new. They've been open a week. This is going to be Carlie's top bunk up here, and my bunk is on this side over here. And let's see, we are going to probably we're spending the night here to work on some videos, let Carlie's knee heal up some. She's got ice on it right now. Gonna probably take some ibuprofen and try to get back out tomorrow morning and do a few miles. Maybe stay at Lance Creek, but not exactly sure. But we'll try to do some more filming tonight if we get a chance, from around dinner time, that kind of thing. But we're gonna do a little bit of work now, hang out with everybody, get everything charged up, and go from there.
On, this is just the same song. I am such a head case. You are just a broken starlet. In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project. On, this is just the same song. I am such a head case. You are just a broken starlet. In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project.